morning people, we're back out on the Celica. So it'll be the third, fourth time now we've been working on things on this. Today's a headlight restoration. As you can see, unfortunately for us, we brought a Celica with awful lacquer peel. Someone looks like they've attempted to do this before, which means we've got to be a lot more in depth with the sanding. It looks like there's some sort of imperfection that's burnt onto it, so we're going to have to sand that back down. Hopefully it doesn't damage the lens. We have got a potential backup set should this go wrong, but we'll kind of see how this kind of pans out. You can see there's tons of lacquer peel in the paint, in the actual lens itself, sorry, up here. Like I say, I think someone has attempted to do this in the past, not the best job, but we're going to try and sand and polish these back and hopefully get them fully restored. Okay, so what we've done is we've masked up the engine bay. With this, what I found in the past when restoring headlights and sanding them back down is if you don't kind of mask the area you're working in, at least just the engine bay, you get a lot of the polishing compound spray onto the actual engine, which can be a pain to get off. So yeah, we'll mask that off just with the largest black bag you can ever find.
Looks like your coat, if I'm honest.
It is stunning, isn't it? What we need to do is we've got a little attachment, drill attachment. Told you it's going to be DIY and everything. This series. Headlight itself, we've had to put some like soapy water down just to kind of create a barrier to stop any friction issues, so it doesn't just burn the headlight out quick. Soapy water down on the floor there, so we'll just keep updating that. And yeah, I'm going to start off with about, I think I've got 180 grit, because this is really bad, guys. The video probably doesn't do it much justice, but we're just going to crack on and see how we get on. So I'm going to run through all of them up until 3,000 grits. I'm going to do probably about 2-3 goes up and down on each one and see where we get. And if I have to redo it, we redo it. All right, let's crack on then. Getting that lump out finally. We have actually got some new headlight bulbs as well ready to go on this. But we seem to be making some good progress so far. Good start. You can feel it definitely working its way off. There's a lot of lacquer on this, guys, so we're really having to pull back that lacquer, and we've almost got that imperfection out there, which looks like a burn mark. Almost looks like a cigarette or something was put out on it at some point.
Kath, what are you doing with cigarettes in the headlights to light the candle so Paul can see at night?
Not actually bad sanding. These are Amazon help for us on that, definitely. Right, I'm going to do one more pass on this one. And they've got a funny dome section here, which is definitely going to be something we're going to have to be careful of going too much into that, so we're not creating any ditch, but this should look a million times better. We've got new headlight bulbs going in, which are kind of like the Xeon effect anyway. And we've got new side lights going in, and yeah, we're not going to keep it too tacky. We're just going to have some nice little LED setup, and then we'll work on fog lights in the future. Let's do one more pass on this then. Set the pad to the work. The pad's like Hogwarts, bro, just takes over. You're gonna have the biceps Jack's been training hard all week just for this job.
Don't forget, guys, keep it lubed, just like you would in the bedroom.
Spit on your hand.
The hooked all over it.
Just try and flatten it out. I've never seen a human being polish with a whole body.
Some more?
Yeah, I'd probably just do another pass, start at the bottom again.
right back up.
Jack, when it comes to cars, loves them. This is his first real kind of true experience doing the DIY stuff on the cars that he's working with. The reason why we haven't masked off the body, guys, is because there's a lot of bodywork to be going on anyway, so I know we'll get some people making or passing comments on that. Try not to press too hard.
Move your coat, for God's sake.
Right, we've run through, we're on 1,000 grit now. The headlight's looking slightly cloudy as expected. It'll be cloudy until probably 2,000, and then we'll look at 3,000 and polish it. And that's probably going to be the best outcome we're going to get with these headlights. They're very old now, so right, we're on a 2,000 grit now, guys. Right, so now we've pretty much got the headlight down to, I think it's like 2,000 grit. We're going to hit it with 3,000 grit. And then we'll hit it with the polisher. Now, for the people who are going to tell me they're doing it wrong, just to remind you guys, DIY.
Do it your goddamn self.
We're looking at probably replacing the two wings on this anyway, because we've got a little bit of damage on this wing, so that's why I've not masked off all the physical wing itself and the bumper. Now we're expecting these to be slightly off but almost clear.
You guys should be able to see the difference already.
And it hasn't had the polish on it yet, so if we kind of take a step back, you'll be able to see the clear difference between the two just straight away. Now it's still a bit damp at the minute, which means when it dries you will get a little bit more, but that's where the polisher comes in, so we're going to get that set up and get on it. We've got some cut and finishing compound that we're going to do. So this one's been really good. I've used this quite a lot in cars. So we're just going to get that on. Mix of a wet and dry. Don't put too much on because remember it is abrasive, which means that it will cut quite mad if you're not careful. 2 seconds. and we'll pass over this and we should have a fully polished up headlight. I always had a bit of watering. I found that you tend to get a better finish, a finer finish. But again, I'm sure the paint shop pros will tell me different. And there, guys, we have. There's my cloth. I restored such a messy job. Pretty much back to normal, as it should look. Probably not factory spec, but still got the tiny imperfection there. But we have kind of looked into that, and it's actually deeper. And I think if we go too much into that, we're going to then have issues being able to pull the rest of the glass out or the rest of the plastic back around it, other than creating a big ditch. So there we go, guys. So as you can see on the other one, you can see a noticeable difference between the two. This one will be done in the next couple of days, so you can kind of see it before and after. What I might do a bit later on is upgrade the headlight in there, the actual bulb and the bulb down here, just so I can show you what it's like, and you can see kind of like a before and after, the fadedness versus the new fresh headlight. So that's us done for this week then, guys. So we'll speed through the other video, we'll add it onto this, and yeah, hope you enjoy. And guys, as I mentioned, keep up the DIY stuff. Don't be paying hundreds and hundreds of pounds for jobs that you could potentially do yourself and relatively quick. Yeah, thank you.